Next up, I'm gonna go vegan for a week and see how it affects me. Hello, welcome back to the channel. I am actually in Bali. It's been a couple of weeks since I filmed that unhealthy versus healthy week. You may have picked up on it from my Instagram account, but I couldn't put it up on any of my social media channels because they were going out to press with it, and as soon as I put it on my channels, it would have stopped the press writing papers about it. So, it's been a couple of weeks since I did it. I've managed to take off the weight that I put on, and yeah, I'm feeling a whole lot better now. But I didn't really know what to do, but since I've been putting up the videos every day, and people have been giving me feedback, I just wanted to jump on quickly, do a quick vlog to round it all up. So, you'll have seen how my mood changed, my body changed, lots of other stuff changed from week 1 to week 2, and it was really eye-opening for me. So, unhealthy week, I actually enjoyed it for the first 2 days. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I'm all about the LITness, and I very much like indulging in shit food and alcohol from time to time. So, for the first 2 days, it was actually quite enjoyable. Wednesday was the turning point for me when I had to wake up and eat pizza for breakfast when I'd eaten so much the night before I never wanted to see anything again. And then having to go out with my friends that night was a chore. I stopped associating with drinking and going out with having fun, and instead it became a chore. Then as it rolled into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it just went from bad to worse. And I couldn't wait to start the healthy week again. Now, you'll have seen from the vlogs that as I started the healthy week, I started to get a come down from unhealthy week, and I felt even worse probably the next week. So this social experiment was eye-opening for me in the fact that I now know the effects of having a bad diet and lifestyle have on my body. So it's not just the one day that you're drinking that is written off. It's the days afterwards that it takes you to recover. Now, I can handle one day, I can get up the next day on a hangover, go to the gym, and I think that is a massive part of it. I always go on about LITness, which is the balance of lifestyle and fitness. I manage to get the shit out of my body because when I do indulge, say on a Sunday, the Monday I'll get up, go to the gym, sweat it out, get back on the healthy eating, and it doesn't actually have that much effect on your body. Yes, you're going to eat in a calorie surplus, but when you look at it over a longer period, all you need to do is eat in a calorie deficit over a week-long period and it won't affect your weight. So say you smash 3,000 calories at the start of the week, if you ate 1,800 for a couple of days thereafter, it's not going to affect your body. What you will see is that when you start eating carbohydrates, it holds onto water and it makes you go bloated. So that was one of the biggest things for me, seeing the difference in my body shape. I was like, God, I've put on loads of weight, but I actually hadn't. So I think the big thing for me was, at the end of it, I did put on 4 kilos or something close to that. But a lot of it was water weight. The biggest thing for me was the mental differences I saw. Now, this whole project for me was an eye-opener. I just wanted to see exactly what happened. So there's a lot of things going around at the minute about if it fits your macros, flexible dieting, eating healthily, and I guess this is a good experiment to show you exactly what they all mean. So when we talk about flexible dieting, it's basically looking at, depending on your goal, say you're looking to burn fat, you're going to be eating in a calorie deficit. Now, flexible dieting, in my eyes and in my opinion, suggests that you should be eating healthily for 80% of the day, but if you do have a craving for a chocolate bar or a packet of crisps or something like that, you can work that into your daily calorie intake. So if, say, you have a healthy breakfast, healthy lunch, you go a little bit smaller portion on dinner that allows you to eat a packet of crisps, that is flexible dieting, and that is something that I would agree with if you can keep your meals healthily throughout the day. So the biggest thing for me with this social experiment was seeing how my mood changed, not only throughout the day but throughout the week. As I ate food, I'd get a come up from it, and then as my blood sugar levels peaked, it would then shoot back down, which just had your body going like that all week. So when people talk about if it fits your macros, that suggests that you can eat whatever you want, whenever you want, as long as it fits into these macros. But I completely disagree with that. From this social experiment, you can see that when I had a high sugar cereal for breakfast, it would go like that, and then a couple of hours later I'd absolutely slump down. So again, in my opinion, I would not suggest doing that. What I would suggest doing is controlling your blood sugar level throughout the day, so you're going like this. And you will have seen from Ed's interview at the end, he said his energy was sustained like that. He didn't get any peaks and troughs, he didn't feel tired or anything like that, and it's because he was balancing his blood sugar level. Now, your energy and blood sugar level go hand in hand. If you can keep your blood sugar level going like that, your energy levels are going to be sustained throughout the day. It's when you eat high amounts of sugar or high carbs and it spikes it, and then you're going to crash back down. So yeah, most importantly for me, what I learned from that was the energy levels. Secondly was how it affected me mentally. Now, I know that when I drink, when I go for a big night, it's going to be a write-off the next day. So when I take the decision to have a big night out, I have to plan ahead and say, right, I need to get this work done because I know that I'm not going to do that on Sunday, Monday, and probably not Tuesday if I have a big Saturday. So, where was I going with that? So yeah, when I talk about LITness, it is all about balance. You have to enjoy yourself. Super restrictive diets are no good for you, but when you go the other end of the spectrum, you're just caning it all the time. It's no good for your body. It's no good for your organs, like physically, and also my motivation levels were seriously affected by it, so I will not be doing that again. The other prominent thing that came out of that social experiment was actually from the interview that I did with Ed on the last day. So he said he actually really liked the food and he loved the convenience of it, and he only ate shit food because it was convenient, cheap, and easy to do so. So I know this was sponsored by Muscle Food and this is probably the aim of the whole video, but it just goes to show that there are things out there for you to help yourself. It doesn't have to be Muscle Food. I would recommend that if you were trying to burn fat, because it is just so simple. You've got your pre-portioned, pre-calorie counted, pre-macroed meals that you just chuck in the microwave and eat. So if you want to be on a strict calorie controlled diet that is tasty food, then it's perfect for you. But there's loads of other stuff out there. So that was interesting for me to hear, that it wasn't so much that Ed loves junk food, it's just the convenience of it for him. So when he had that convenient option of a healthy food, it wasn't as if he wanted to go and eat burgers and sweets and stuff. It was that chicken and rice was there, he was hungry, and he'd eat it and he'd be satisfied. So I think a lot of the time it's taking a step back and thinking, do you actually love pizza and you need to eat it every day? Or is it because it's cheap, because it's £1 a slice, for example, and you can go to the corner shop and get it instantly? Maybe it's about you just prepping your meals, being a bit more savvy, and having food there convenient for you when you're hungry. I know that when I'm absolutely starving, the first thing I think of when I'm driving down the road and see a McDonald's, I'm like, right, let me go get a Big Mac, and then as soon as I'm full up, I won't be hungry anymore, obviously, but then I'll have that feeling of guilt, because I would have been like, well, I didn't need to eat that, I was just hungry and saw the first thing that I wanted. What else was there from the... Yeah, I think that's it. So this social experiment couldn't have worked out any better for me. When Muscle Food approached me and said to me, do you want to do an unhealthy week, then use our products to do your healthy week, I was like, yeah, absolutely, I'll give it a go, because I like being the science and I like seeing what it does to my body. For them it was beneficial because I was using their products, I've given them some marketing, and obviously you've seen the difference in my body from going healthy for that week. But I think that I've actually come out very well off of this. So I thought, well, I knew that doing the unhealthy week, I was going to feel like shit. I've been on lads' holidays before and I've eaten baguettes with cheese and ham and then drunk beers for a week solid, and it doesn't take a genius to work out you're going to feel like shit afterwards. So I knew that that unhealthy week was going to put me in a hole and I'd feel crap at the end of it. But what I was expecting was, as soon as healthy week turned around, I thought I'd be feeling fine again. I thought day one maybe a bit ropey, but as soon as I got back in the gym, sweating stuff out, eating healthily, I'd feel fine. I really wasn't expecting the come down to happen from that. So, what it goes to suggest is my ethos of LITness is actually the way I'm 100% going to live my life, and I hope it's shown you that how I live my life normally is the perfect balance. So, I've done the super restrictive diets, I've eaten chicken, rice, broccoli. It's boring, it's not sustainable. Calorie controlled diets, eating bland food is boring. You can't go out and socialise with your friends, but if you start tracking what you eat, now it is a bit arduous and it can be a bit annoying having to count your calories all the time, but if you do it for a period of time, you'll get an understanding of how much you can eat throughout the day, and you'll know what it means to eat in a deficit. Then you can move on to intuitive eating, which is what I'm doing now that I'm in Bali. I haven't looked or tracked at anything that I've been eating all week. All I've been doing is training harder and just being a bit mindful about my decisions. Obviously I know when I'm going to eat ice cream I need to go a bit smaller with the next meal, have a salad or something like that, but like, I've been in Bali a week and I haven't tracked or looked at anything once, and I'm not doing too badly. So I think I would 100% tell people to track their calories so they've got an idea of how much they're eating and what it does and how it affects their body, which then allows you to move on to intuitive eating. Now, as I said, the unhealthy week wasn't a surprise to me. I knew that I was going to feel like shit. The healthy week was a surprise to me. I thought I'd feel better a lot quicker. But it just goes to show that LITness is the way forward. Super restrictive diets don't work. When you go the other end of the spectrum, your body can't sustain it. So you don't want to be super healthy, you don't want to be super unhealthy. You want to have a life, or I want to have a life. I'm not a professional athlete. I don't need to be in amazing shape for my job. I like working out, I like eating food, and I like having a lifestyle. So for me, that was an amazing social experiment to reaffirm my ethos, and I'm so pleased that I did it. And hopefully for you, it gives you the chance to buy into what I'm preaching on Instagram about this LITness. I know it sounds gimmicky, balance the lifestyle and fitness, getting a little bit lit along the way. But what I'm trying to show you is that there's more to life than eating chicken and broccoli. There's more to life than not going out and socialising with your friends because you want to have a six-pack. It is possible to do the two. You just need to put a little bit of hard work in and be restricted for a period of time, and then it allows you to be at a maintenance level calorie zone and you can live a little bit more. I do have a bit of substance behind what I'm saying. I'm not just this joker who gets pissed all the time, so I hope this video or the previous 2 weeks worth of videos have allowed you to buy into my ethos and you agree with what I'm saying. So thanks for watching it. Really eye-opening for me, and I hope it was interesting for you. In fact, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing now. So I'm already thinking about doing another social experiment, and the main thing that came out of this one for me is convenience. Now, I've wanted to try a vegan diet for a little while, and the hardest bit about it is that it's not convenient because it's not readily available in England. I'm in Canggu in Bali, and it is the most readily available place for vegans. So next up, I'm going to go vegan for a week and see how it affects me. There is some absolutely delicious food out here. It's cheap and it's easy for me to do because it's convenient. People are cooking it for me. So if you want to see the effects of me going vegan for a week, make sure you subscribe to my channel and keep your eye out for the videos. Until then, catch you later.